Oh. Woo! Stay to me, but don't mind that. Because these curls are going to come out. Makeup's going to come off soon. Got baby wipes in the back there. Don't mind that mess. My car is usually very fucking clean. And this is a white chocolate mocha with cream on top. Because, yes. Why not? That extra calories. The amount of food that's about to be consumed right now is insane. Oh my god, the cream! Oh, it's like a taste of normality. The clip. That's not my veins or anything, by the way. That's just, it's fucking raining now. And the makeup and everything, I feel disgusting. Disgusting. But thank God I'm in Limerick. Because I feel like, you know, people obviously bat an eyelid, but not too much. So I'm happy. They're off. I actually really like these earrings and this bracelet, so they will stay. Tan needs to go. I'm going to have a big bath and like exfoliate with like sugar and lemon and hopefully get this crap off me. But I'm going to do the Q&A. But before I do that, my YouTube channel is going to be lifestyle vibes. Hopefully monthly vlogs of like doing like really wholesome stuff, slow living, like really self-care. Let's go do this. I'm so seasonal. Like I love Easter, I love Christmas, I love the seasons, I love getting ready for each season, like entering a new thing. So I love doing like my house up or my room up to like evoke that feeling. So I'm obsessed with going to the range, just having like coffee dates, all that like wholesome goodness. So I'm gonna record all of those little bits and like also just tour around Ireland and record those bits as well. So like come to like Bulleek Castle with me, come to this, that, and other with me and have like a wholesome time together. So that's gonna be my monthly vlogs. And I'm really excited to do that because I feel like I've been absolutely gone through a very intense life year with 75 Hard, the whole Live Hard program, prep, traveling alone, solo. It's just been insane. So I'm very excited to now start a new chapter. So we've ordered Domino's dough balls. So good, pepperoni ones. Oh, I didn't want to get a big pizza because I have a lot of treats here. So I needed something salty to break them up. I don't want something crazy big. And I'm going home and they're gonna, my mom and dad are gonna have a big like platter ready for me and probably just be like, it'd be so nice and cozy and I get to sit beside our big fire and just chill. And my mom, I said, Mom, I'm gonna be on the couch, we're gonna have some tea, we're gonna have coffee, and we're gonna watch Bridgerton all the way through. And that's the plan. Those who know me know I'm a freak. Sorry now if anyone's like really distracted by my face and my tan and everything. I cannot wait to have straight hair and take this fucking shit off. Knows I'm obsessed with Dunn Stores cookies. So smell test first of all. Oh, I could drown in it. Okay, there's a lot of food here. I'm bringing it home to my family, so we're just going to taste test, okay? Oh my god. How did I cope with the wardrobe malfunction, which was my bikini strap? Like the diamante came off, and to be honest, I actually knew about that before I went down, like 2 weeks out. I didn't realize that it happened, and I just saw it and I was like, looked for obviously the diamante that was missing, and I was just like, you know what, c'est la vie, I've got other stuff to be doing. And it's just literally a diamante piece. The whole Live Hard program and traveling has made me, given me a lot of perspective on stuff. That it's just a diamante piece. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't fucking matter. So that's how I dealt with it. A bit of perspective. And yeah, get on with the show, literally. what's next? What will my next goal be, mentally or physically? Physically, I want to get back to having a menstrual cycle and having a really good relationship with food, and keeping a good relationship with my body image, even though I'm putting on a bit more weight for this next section. Like, that's my goal, and to just live a healthy, happy life with an 80-20 lifestyle. Mentally, I think I've challenged myself so much mentally that I'm in a really good position now that any hardship or anything that's thrown at me, I'm just like, it's cool. You know, I just kind of detach, surrender to what happens. And that is such a comforting place to be in, that I'm very okay with, like, something like the malfunction of the wardrobe. Like, it's whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's just easy breezy. And that's what I was like backstage. And I'm so proud of myself. That's what I was like backstage. Like, that is the win for me. My character backstage, that's my win. Like, my character means everything to me. So I'm very, very proud of myself for that. And yeah, so the next goal, like what's next, is literally, I've worked so hard for Live Hard that it's been go, 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 that it's shown me how much I can actually do in a day, what I can achieve this whole year, what I can fucking achieve if I put my head down to it. But going through this process also showed me how intense things can have a serious effect on your mental health and can close you off to like social connections and stuff like that. So what I want to do is spark a bit more balance in my life but still keep like routines in place where I actually tick boxes, but I'm ticking boxes as well that feed my mental health and feed downtime and feed self-care. But I want to do my Instagram food situation, and I want to do my YouTube situation. So that's the goal going forward, and to just keep progressing and seeing where life brings me and not being so controlling over it, just literally surrendering to whatever the universe has in store for me. And I'm very excited to just be like, yeah, let's get on to the next chapter. Let's see how things go. Any bad habits picked up from prep? Yes. I used to only vape on nights out because I don't drink anymore. And I was reaching for the vape a lot more, and I don't want to bring that forward. So that's going to be cut. And I'm only going to vape on nights out. And what else? Oh yeah, caffeine got really high. And I love coffee. But yeah, caffeine got really high, and I want to just reduce that a bit more because cortisol is a bit crazy. So they're my two bad habits, I'll say, that I picked up. What's the best thing that came from prep? Personally, I would say that it made me realize that that is not a road that I want to go down. Like, everyone was asking me, like, oh my god, the first show, like, you can't wait to get back on again. I was like, no. No. I am done. And then they were all saying, like, oh, next time, or for next season. I was like, I'm not going to be here. Like, no way. I'm going to be, you know where I'm going to be? I'm going to be in the kitchen. That's where I'm going to be. And I will come down and support anyone that's doing it, because it's unbelievable the discipline and strength that it takes to do that. But that was great to do it. I'm not doing it again. I'm so happy that I did it, because I'd rather have done it, realise that it's not for me, and close that door and move on to the next path, rather than switching up paths and thinking, would I have been able to do that? What if? Blah, blah, blah. I just did it. I experienced it, and now it's done. And I think that's my whole look on life, that life is to be experienced. Like, some people are saying, like, you know, you shouldn't do prep just for the experience. Like, what the fuck else am I going to do it for? What are we doing any of this for? What are we doing life for? It's to experience it. Bad, good, shitty experiences all comes my way. Like, I was literally thinking, what if I fall on stage? I said, well, you know what? That's just an opportunity for you to get back up again. That is literally my fucking mentality now after Live Hard. That's it. Let's go for a food break. Quickly queens. So I got your recommendations. I got the biscuity ones. Whoa, look at this. So this is a coffee one, this is a Biscoff one, this is Nutella, and this is salted caramel. So we're going to do a taste test. That's nice, but I prefer the original. It's actually really nice. And what's prep really like? So prep is going to be different for everyone. I just felt like I had a really hard time with it because it's my first time and I was focused on Live Hard as well. And there was other stuff going on outside in my life, personal life, that was really throwing me off. But I would say, like, I was not expecting the level of accumulative fatigue from the Stairmaster. I felt like a really old person, like my hips were getting sore, I was dragging around my body. I felt so drained, mentally, physically drained. The isolation from everyone just because your time is gone was really hard, and also your social battery is gone as well. So I felt like it was such a selfish thing to go through, and it is like a really selfish thing to go through. And you have to make sure that other people are aware of, like, you know, this is what I'm doing for like 16 weeks straight. Like, that's a long time. That's a lot of your year. When you think of it like that, that's a long time. And I probably put my parents through so much, because there was a lot of like me messages in them because I was so upset and I really wanted to do it. And my mom knows that, like, if I put my mind to something, I'm doing it. But it doesn't stop me whinging about it. So she's in this position being like, what the hell, Courtney? Why are you doing this? And then also, like, she's like, yeah, you can do this, you can do this. And it's just pushing me more. And yeah, but she just knows I won't give up. So it's quite hard on everyone around you as well. And I just don't think I could do that again to the people around me. And I hated being that selfish as well. Really hated it. It just went against my grain. So that's what it was like for me. And also prep brain, I was really stupid. It was like pregnancy brain, what I had imagined pregnancy brain to be like. I was putting things into the freezer, which should be going into the bin, or vice versa, because they're right beside each other, and just putting things in the wrong place. Like, I'd stop myself before I did it, but I'd also be like, what the hell are you doing? Like, so that was really annoying. My coping strategies through this. So, didn't cope that well, to be honest. I literally have the weirdest thing. So if I'm really, really sad, if I'm really down and I just don't know what to do, I literally get into the car and I listen to Christmas songs. So even though it's June, I was in there listening to Michael Bublé. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Like, it was just vaping away in the car, just depression session with my Christmas songs in June. So that was my coping mechanism. It was my biggest helper through this whole prep, and without a doubt this medal goes to Serena, who is a very good friend from the gym. The big statement, but I literally don't think I would have continued on if she wasn't there. Because having her and seeing her go through it and push for it, and even seeing her images before on her Instagram made me want to experience that as well. And then having her help me along was just amazing all the way through it. She was there for everything. Any question I had, she's so patient with me. She explained everything. On the day of and the day before, it was like she was my mom. She was looking after me, like turning back in the lines, asking me, are you okay? Like mouthing, are you okay to me? Like, just amazing. I had to pause there for a second. And also, all of the gym people that are in the warehouse are just the most beautiful, kind-hearted people. Like, they were literally my family throughout this whole thing. So see them twice a day. They'd always ask me how I was getting on, how are you coping, telling me I was looking unbelievable, when I probably wasn't, because I looked like shit and I looked dead. walking through those doors every single day, but having that environment and those people to literally lean on the whole time was just an amazing experience. And that going through that, the whole process of it, was way better than today. Is it as glamorous as it seems? No, it's not. Like, when they were saying like, oh, backstage, I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting like a movie set or something and like having my own mirror, I don't know. But we were backstage, we're tanned up, we're grossly tanned up, and we're just sitting down on the ground in robes, vaping, waiting, when are we going on, literally not knowing anything, and just chatting. Like, it was not glamorous the slightest bit. And like, even getting dressed up, like the most glamorous thing was me on my own in my bedroom getting my hair and makeup ready together. I learned about body image. So before, I would have looked at all these girls and thought like, oh my god, the effort and like the amazing bodies that they have. And yes, they have amazing bodies. Even on the back day, I was like gobsmacked. I was like, Jesus Christ. I was looking around at everyone being like, they're in immaculate condition, they're in immaculate condition. But it's so much more than that. And coming out of this now, I know that I'm so much more than my body as well, and everyone is. We put way too much emphasis and worth on what we look like to who we are. And as I said before earlier on in the video, my character means everything to me, and it still does, but this is just really proven how much my character means to me over my body. Like, your body is just a vessel. It should be looked after, and it should be healthy, and you should be able to do things with your body and live for longevity. So, you know, you look after it with your nutrition and working out and movement and meditation and everything, your mind and body. But it should not be your worth. Definitely should not be your worth. Your values mean so much more to you. So when I'm going through the reverse now, and when I'm seeing that extra bit of body fat coming back around my legs, coming back around my upper body, around my tummy, like, that is not your worth. Okay? I'm so much more than that. And everyone else is as well. I'll look after my body and I'll get it to a good, healthy position. But that's what I learned about body image. I've literally detached the value that I put into it. It's gone away now. We are all way more than our bodies. It's just a vessel. What was it actually like on stage? So fast. We're like on, off, and I actually forgot part of my routine as well. But I was just so happy to be up there. I was like, da, 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 da. Here I am. Bye. See ya. For other people as well, they were a bit disappointed, and it is really anticlimactic because you put so much work in for such a long extended period of time, and you're only on for like 15 seconds and then off again, and you're like, wow, that was it. So I'm very happy I have like photo shoots booked, because that's a bit more time and a bit more appreciation for how long I've worked. Also, like, the whole comparison of my body against another person's body, like, that was never it for me anyway. It was more of a me versus me challenge. So I didn't really care about comparing myself against others, but I think that's a really hard thing to do and thing to go through. Like, yeah, I'm not sure if other girls see it that way, because I kind of came into the competition with a different goal. I wasn't there to like win because I was super muscular, because I'm not. But if that was their goal, I would think that would be very, very hard to go through, and you'd have to have a very strong it's me versus me mindset, not it's me versus the girl beside me mindset. So yeah, for me it was just not worth it time wise. The amount of work and the amount of time that you get on stage, it wasn't worth it. And then even to the girls who are in immaculate condition, they've gone through so many preps, so many competitions, and then to be told backstage like, yeah, your lower half it needs to be leaning out, you're not big enough, you need more size. Jesus, like, they're in immaculate condition. It's just a different ball game. It's so hard. It's just not worth it for me. Ooh, gorge. Would I recommend prep in order to compete? Unless you're super muscular already and people have said like, why aren't you competing? Then yeah, I would. But even then, if you are super muscular, you'd still have to go through a certain amount of stage of prep time for stripping off a bit of fat, carb loading, fat loading, getting your body in position to go on stage. So you would need a certain amount of time anyway. You might not need an extremely long time, but you will need a certain stretch. And I think the longer you have, the better, because you'll be able to not be to have such a harsh cut going into it, and it won't be such a harsh environment. So the longer you have, the better. Even prepping because of your posing is very hard, and even getting into the routine, etc., that it takes a lot of practice. And it seems like, oh yeah, they twirl around and then they get off. It's not like that at all. You do have to really hold your body in a weird position and walk in a really strange way. That's not normal. So that takes a lot of time to actually get into your head. And especially you want that ingrained into your head, because if you're going on stage and nerves and stage fright comes on, you need the routine in your freaking head and done, and you're probably still gonna fuck up. This test. What's my reasoning behind prep? I wanted to do it because, first of all, I think I was definitely influenced by a lot of people that were around me. Seeing them do this, like the gym that I go to is like full of influencers and people who go on stage, and I was definitely influenced. But then I love a challenge, and I was thinking about just doing a photo shoot. And I thought, you know what, fuck it, if I can see the end goal in sight, or if I can see a stepping stone that I can push myself to, I'm going to go for that instead. So just because I could see it, and I knew that I could definitely get up there anyway and get on stage, and it'll be such a challenge for my confidence and such a challenge for me to get up there and not give a fuck about being up there and not have stage fright and not have this, that and the other. That's my why, and that's my reasoning for prep. To prove to myself that I'm able, once more, that I'm able to do this. I'm able to do whatever I want to do. No limitations, no self-limiting beliefs. I can do this. And then also, because of my career now, I felt like I needed to push myself as much as I could to go through that process, so that if I ever bring someone else to a photo shoot stage, I know exactly what they're feeling. And I know exactly how they're feeling mentally, physically, how to get their body in a position that looks the best for a photo shoot day. And I don't want any of my clients to have a coach that didn't go through the processing, didn't go through the experience, or didn't go through the hardships that they might experience through their process. So I needed to put myself through that first of all as well. So I did it for myself and for my future client. Last question. Did I stick to my diet through the whole 16 weeks of prep? No, I didn't. I did not. I said earlier that at the moment I was going through this challenge, and also there's a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that I just felt like I didn't have any control over. It was very, very hard, and my mental health went way, way down. And I was on antidepressants before, like a few years ago, because I had panic attacks, which I haven't had in a very long time, and I felt like my mental health was in a really good position. I was feeling great about myself. But then during this real hardship and real deprivation of everything, whacked with this personal life situation that I'm going through, it just was a lot for me, and I just turned to food for a bit of comfort. And I think when you binge food, you're looking for that heaviness, you're looking for that down to earth, you're looking for that comfort from food to just ground you, because your freaking system is going 90 with emotions and everything like that. So I had a massive binge, but the thing is that I didn't get fit in a day. I didn't drop loads of fat in a day. So that binge could have fucked me up and could have thrown me off and been like, well, that's that. I'm a failure. That's not the case. It's one setback. Pick yourself up. Keep going. It's fine. Rectify it. Keep going. And that's what I did. And that's why anyone with a binging situation going on, it happens. Not great. It's not a complete failure. Don't look at it like that. It's a setback. And now, even with the mindset that I have, I look at that and think, great, well, now I have another experience. I have another coping mechanism for it. I know how to get back on track. And now I can relay that to my clients who also might have binging disorders or like problems with binging or really bad food relationships. So it's just another thing under my belt that I can relate to with my clients. So it's fine. But yeah, I did not stick to it. And I looked it up because I did feel like a bit of a failure the day after and during. But I was actually really happy this time when I binged because I was super kind to myself. And I was like, Courtney, this is okay. You're okay. You're safe. You're okay. And like, it's not a bad thing. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Like, just being nice to myself, being able to talk kindly to myself is a big win there. So that was good. And then it literally helped me come out of it a lot faster than before as well. So proud of myself there. And I'm proud that I kept going and I got on stage and now I'm off. And I know I'm eating loads now, but I'm not binging now. Like, this is not a binge. I'm literally taste testing everything and I'm full. Whereas binging, you don't care. You don't care if you're full. You're just eating until you're sore. So this is not a binge. Otherwise I would not record it. If it was. I'm so tired now. I have no more food and I'm just like, no, I just can't deal. I think I literally walked to the shop, ate a whole bar of chocolate, not a fucking small bar, a big bar. On my way home, I think I ate about 4 Nutri-Grain bars, a bowl of oats, a bagel, 3 more like mini chocolate bars, or something else probably as well. It's just about getting it into you, and that's binging. Did I do it again? No. What am I looking forward to? Sorry for Instagram and food and just healthy vibes and just enjoying my life. But yeah, that's the Q&A. Thank you for listening and watching me eat loads of shit food. And that's it done now for those crazy ass videos. But hit the subscribe and follow along if you want to see wholesome vibes, car chats, and come along with me chats. But Biscoff was the absolute winner there.